Today on the Philly Talk podcast, we will be going over Carson Wentz post-game comments as it pertains to the Eagles' exotic defense. Listen, I'm not saying we were exotic all game, but we threw some wrinkles. I got the all-22 play to prove it, and it was a nice sack.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's our life. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we scream and fly, Eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk podcast, and today we got a lot to get into, but before we get into it, don't let nobody tell you the Eagles should be 3-0. Their schedule's not that good. The Vikings are good, the Lions are good, and we are 3-0 because we are good. We've been predicting it on the channel, me and you. So if you're proud, tell everybody to shut up and hit the like button for your boy. Don't listen to them. It's free and it's easy, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, ding that bell. We trying to grow notification gang, and check out the link in the description. It's a free app called the Chalkboard app. It's where we talk Eagles news behind the YouTube scenes. Over 230 plus great Eagle fans, including your boy Philly Mike. And yes, my voice still scratchy. This video is going to be dropped around 10:30, 11 on Tuesday, but it's being recorded at halftime of the bum Cowboys and bum Giants game. It's 6-3. I'm bored. I saw this and I want to talk about it. Listen, Carson Wentz was right to say we're not exotic. We're good, not exotic, because JG didn't show it much in his time in Philly. But I saw something in the Minnesota game, and I knew we were going to throw a wrinkle at Carson. Listen, there were times where he held the ball too long. That's why he was sacked. And there were also times where our 4 beat their 5 because we were hungry. 9 sacks is no joke. But we did throw a couple wrinkles. I knew it. He still don't believe it. Maybe he got to learn his coverages. But listen, the reporter kind of knew because he asked him. Did they do something different? Listen to what Carson Wentz says. Then we'll actually play the all-22 play.
Was it a situation where Philly maybe showed you some things differently from a defensive standpoint that maybe you hadn't seen on tape, or that kind of had you where a little stagnant offensively early in that ball game?
I don't think so. I mean, they mixed it up a little bit, but I think they just played better than us, especially early on, and that's what I'm saying. They kind of did their thing, and we tried to do our thing, and I think they out-executed us early. And like I said, if I could just convert a couple and find a way to move the chains early on, it might be a different ball game. But hats off to them for making more plays than we did.
Was it a situation where
He said, hats off to us for making more plays, blah, 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 blah. Look, it is what it is. It is what it is. And I'm not saying we threw a bunch of them, but I knew we would throw some. And I like this wrinkle. We started out zone, overload the right side of our Eagles defense, made him think the opposite side was where to go to the ball, drop down to a cover 1, man, single high with Kaiser in the middle, sack. Let's talk about it. Let's pull it up. So here, Carson Wentz is looking, and he's probably like, guess what? I got 3 wide receivers to his right to only 2 defensive backs for the Philadelphia Eagles. But that is what the play looks like now. When you look at the defensive line, the Eagles are showing blitz. They got 5 on the line. Kaiser White, my bad. TJ Edwards is in the middle showing blitz. 5 guys on the line. But look how much traffic is on the right side of our defense. You got Kaiser White, CJ Garner-Johnson in the box. Look at our last defensive lineman, the defensive end. I think that's Josh Sweat. Look how far right he is. He's spread out wide. Carson's like, dang, the opposite side, they got room. This is the main switch up, right? So Carson's going to motion his running back to his left, and then he's going to go out like that. TJ Edwards in the middle, who's showing blitz, is going to fall back and run with the running back. Man coverage. Because of that, you're going to have CJ Garner-Johnson drop all the way back as this single high safety in a cover 1. Now, you still look at that side and you see 2 Eagle defensive players and 3 wide receivers for the Washington football team. Because Marcus Epps, the guy who's playing single high right now, not really, is going to cover the guy closest to the formation for the Washington football team. But if he takes long to get there, Kaiser White got the underneath route. That's why Kaiser's dropping back in his zone there. But his responsibility is to make sure that he covers him until Marcus Epps gets there. Now, let's look at how it's drawn out. Boom. Watch real quick again. Watch them three guys. Watch where TJ Edward goes, Kaiser White, and CJ Gardner-Johnson as he motions. Boom. They all flood out. Carson Wentz is looking at the side of the field who he thought would have somebody open. They had numbers, plus they motioned somebody on that side. They said with everybody on the right side of the Eagles defense, I'm going to have somebody open. But look at that circle. Every person's covered. Kaiser's underneath two people, and you got a single high safety back there. Carson Wentz should have went to the one-on-one matchup, Terry versus Slay. And honestly, if he goes there early enough, it's not a big play. It's a completion. Now, if Scary Terry breaks that tackle, who knows? However, I'm not going to sit here and act like he wasn't looking at the right side of his field, which where we had it circled at one time, right? And by the time he looks back, look in the circle I got now. Fletcher Cox is right in his face. So again, he thought he had numbers on one side, didn't because of the exotic wrinkle. By the time he gets back to Terry, it's a sack. Let's look at it all over again. Now I'm going to show the whole thing. Again, top of the screen, you got man coverage. Marcus Epps is going to run down here and be the guy closest to the formation. Again, that's a long way to travel. So they got Kaiser White going in the middle to help shut it up. You got CJ Gardner-Johnson dropping back in the position that Marcus Epps was in, and man covers the bottom. We go from a zone to a cover one man. And because we do that, Carson Wentz going to motion, snap it, look to the right, try to get back, and he double club. So he definitely looks to the right, looks back, pumps. He says, oh no, Fletcher's there, pulls it back, and he goes down. Down goes Frazier. I can't wait for my voice to get back to normal. And I think by tomorrow when me and LB go live at 9 o'clock on Tuesday night, it should be good. Again, this is being dropped on Tuesday morning, but this is still Tuesday night. I didn't want to watch the rest of that bum game. I might turn it on when I'm done recording this. But 6-3, boring. Look, Jonathan Gannon is starting to grow on me in the sense that last year was last year. Week 1 was week 1. I said, Jared Goff getting the ball out just like other quarterbacks did last year. But he just needed some time. Remember, the Eagles have changed from 2021 to 2022, but it's mainly on the defensive side. We got A.J. Brown on offense. That's the big difference, which is big because now you got 3 Batmans, swole, skinny, and fast. But Hassan Reddick, Kaiser White, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, James Bradbury. That is 4 starters out of 11. 4 starters out of 11. You got to learn their tendencies, the mix and match, all this stuff. BG's coming back. That's like 4.5, 5. BG knows his system, but he hasn't really played. Remember, BG's first year was with JG last year. He played 1 game with him. They don't know each other like that. He don't know the other ones like that. It's a work in progress. Right now, like I said, if somebody told you, you're 3-0, we could tell them to shut up. The Eagles are coming into themselves, and we're only going to get better. Jalen Hurts right now, it's early, but he is an MVP candidate. I don't care what you say. He's an MVP candidate. Look at the numbers. 3rd in passing, doing big things. With that being said, help your boy out. Hit the like. It's greatly appreciated. Subscribe and ding that bell. We still trying to get notification gang to be stronger. Ding the bell. I love y'all. Until next time. Y'all know what time it is. We out.